Hi, my name is Hamsa and I'm going to talk to you about my journey of how I started using sustainable menstrual products. It all started when I was visiting landfills and dumping grounds as part of my research on solid waste management. Around that point of time, I saw a waste picker holding a used sanitary napkin without any gloves, and that image stayed with me forever. And in that quest, I realized that I would want to use something that's far more sustainable than a disposable sanitary pad. When I was looking up options, there were cloth pads and menstrual cups that showed in. And to choose a non-invasive way of a sustainable menstrual product, I came across EcoFem's cloth pads and I chose to buy some of those. I bought in a kit and happily, looking at all the colorful prints that they come in, was very happy and eagerly looking forward to my first green period. Soon after, when I was quite comfortable with them, the Bombay rains played a little bit of havoc and my cloth pads wouldn't dry as quickly as they normally would during summer. And around at that point of time, I bought some more pads thinking that I will be able to manage, but with no great luck, everything ended up being damp and wet, and I had to switch back to disposables again to sort of complete my cycle. It's around that time that I really thought about the menstrual cup, and I was wondering in terms of how I could make the switch. And so when I saw the product for the first time, I thought, whoa, it's so big, it's definitely will not go up my cervix. And that while it felt comfortable and soft and everything, I still was not very sure whether I wanted to do that. About a month or so later, I decided it's all right, we don't really need to use this, but before we definitely put that option off, why don't I try this for one time and then figure out how to do it. And I looked up great videos in terms of how you can fold the cup as a C, or how you could use a labia fold, which has a much smaller opening to sort of insert the cup. And that's when I thought that, hey, this is not that difficult, this is actually doable. So all set for my first period to happen in a menstrual cup, I realized that it has some significant advantages. One is that it doesn't dry your cervix out because it's actually collecting your period versus in general absorbing, which is what most of your sanitary pads and tampons do. So all the rashes and all the dry feeling no longer came in my way. And the other great part was that I didn't have to sort of empty it. I'm someone who flows, whose blood flow is fairly medium. It's not too much, it's not too less. I would need to change it only in 8 to 10 hours, much against my usual sanitary pad I would have to change it in 4 or 5 hours because it used to feel wet. And it gave me great support when I was on field. It allowed me to cycle. It allowed me to not worry about where would be the nearest clean washroom. And it gave me great liberty and empowerment as I continue to use that. On a normal day, what I do is I insert the cup. I empty it about after 8 to 10 hours, which is normally when I get back from work. I empty it, wash it just with tap water, and then reinsert it back, which makes it really easy to use. It's my go-to companion. I can go for treks without worrying about, oh my god, am I going to wash my cloth pad, or am I going to have to leave behind a disposable sanitary pad. It makes me a responsible, eco-conscious citizen. Above all of that, I no longer worry about carrying all of those sanitary pads in my bag. It's just one cup and I can do it anywhere, anytime, the way I'd like it. Thank you, and I hope you convert on to the menstrual cup as well.